welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video I'm going to be answering a common question that I get. Typically I go over Q&A questions regarding primarily the hair business on Sundays. So if you are new to this channel and if you are interested on Q&A videos and kind of getting answers to commonly asked questions, if you are wanting to sell hair, or if you do have a hair business of your own, then make sure that you are subscribed. Share this channel with as many as you can that would be interested, and also be sure to turn on your post notifications by clicking on the bell symbol. So before we get into the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. So what I'm going to be going over today is, do I think that it's a smart choice to build up your inventory by buying one bundle a week? Or one bundle every pay period. And I get this question a lot, not in the exact same format, but sometimes people say, do you think it's good if I kind of put myself on a inventory plan where I maybe buy 5 bundles every paycheck, or maybe one bundle every pay period? So everyone's budget is different. Everyone has a different plan and a different goal for their business, and it makes sense because, like I said, everyone has a different budget and everyone has a different amount of resources that they're working with at this time. And so I'm going to be going over the question in this video. The reason that I'm not waiting until our Sunday chit chat Q&A videos this Sunday is because I already have a topic or a question picked out for this Sunday's video, and I think this will be a good video to go ahead and release now. So I'm going to be giving you my recommendation. When you are running your business, that's the luxury of it, the fact that you get to kind of play around with different processes and you get to play around with different avenues for your business without anyone telling you what you have to do. We're all learning on this channel, and so we all give our advice and input, whether it's in the comments or whatever. We give our opinion, and we try to encourage growth on this channel. So I just wanted to put that out there, that this is my opinion. You don't have to follow it like it's law. So what I purchased, do I believe in inventory plans, is the first question I'll go over. Yes, I do. But at the same token, I want to make sure that you're getting the most value. I talk about value a lot. I want to make sure that you're getting the most value out of what you're doing. And so if you're purchasing inventory, and let's say you're planning on doing one bundle every pay period, although that may sound very strategic, I look at the overall picture. So I know if you are purchasing one bundle, you're not getting the wholesale rate. You're not getting the discount rate. I can't speak for any other business, but typically when you are purchasing wholesale extensions or wholesale anything from a business, you get a discount based on, you exceeding their minimum order quantity, or you purchasing like over a certain amount, or the more you purchase, the more you save type of thing. So that's the idea kind of behind purchasing in bulk and wholesale. You get a lower discount for purchasing more hair. So it's definitely, if that's something that you are going to do, then that's fine. I just feel like if you buy one bundle, just one bundle every pay period, it's going to cost you more out of pocket in the long run, versus you just saving that money and putting it aside to make your lump sum purchase. Now, in a lot of videos, I talk about when you are running a business to have a plan. It doesn't have to be a very neatly written out professional drafted up plan, as long as it's something that you can follow, as long as it's something that you can kind of take with you, or maybe hang up in your office space or in your room or wherever you are going to be most of the time working on your business. That is definitely recommended, because you want to make sure that everything is falling in line as you plan, And so one of the people that asked me that question, as far as, should I purchase a bundle every pay period, I asked them, what is your goal as far as being able to have inventory on hand? And they said, that is my goal. I drop ship right now, and I want to switch over to doing wholesale completely, which, that's my goal as well. That would be my recommendation, to switch over to wholesale when you could, just because it gives you more flexibility to catch more orders, especially if they're local, or, if someone wants to purchase offhand, they can. However, she wanted to have her full inventory within the next 3 months. and she was selling like 3 or 4 textures. And so I had to ask, if you buy, how many times do you get paid? And she got paid every 2 weeks. So if you buy a bundle every 2 weeks, then that's, 2 pay periods. Yeah, 2 pay periods during the month. So if you're looking to have a full inventory in 4 months, 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 8 pay periods, that you bought a bundle. So it's not going to give you like the full stock that you're looking for, because at this point she wanted to have at least 3, she wanted to have in stock the 3 bundles per length and per texture, which I recommend as well. There's nothing wrong with that. But going down that path of just purchasing one bundle every pay period wasn't going to get her where she wanted to be. So we had to kind of talk of some different options to do that. And it was going to be, putting either purchasing more bundles every week, or I definitely recommend to just put the money that you were going to spend on the bundle in an account. So get like a checking account, and put it aside, or get a savings account, put it aside so that you're not touching that money, so that in maybe 4 weeks you'll have that money. Because remember, if you're put as much as you can to the side, but also have an idea of what you're planning on spending. So we tallied up all of the, inventory that she wanted to have in 4 months. And I broke that up over the course of her pay periods, so that we can have an accurate plan, and we're not just, shooting blank hoping that this outcome arrives. Whenever you make a plan, you want to make sure that it matches up to your goals. Okay, so if your goal is to launch a hair business next year, then all of your plans should lead up to your launch date, if that makes sense. And so doing that, we were able to find out the perfect budget for her in order to have her goal come to pass. So, I thought this was a good experience to share, because a lot of people have asked me that question. Honestly, like I said, I wouldn't go ahead and purchase, just a few bundles here and a few bundles there, because when you purchase bundles here and there, you're not getting that full bulk discount. You're not getting that savings. And so you may have hair here, but at the same time, you're paying more money. So I would recommend, you're on the right track as far as trying to be proactive, as far as figuring out something that's going to work with your budget. You're definitely on the right track. I would just say hold off a little longer, and make sure that you have the money to be able to purchase in bulk. Now, through Bad Chick Hair, you can purchase in bulk as long as you have 10 bundles or more. So if you have 10 bundles and you're like, okay, hey, I'm ready to go ahead and get my first wholesale order, you can go ahead and get started with that and see how that works for you. I do want people to keep in mind that a lot of times, when you're drop shipping or when you're wanting to start your business, a lot of people look for what they're doing wrong. And sometimes you're just not. You may just have to give it that time. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you purchase hair, a lot of people think that it's going to sell really fast. I was talking to one of my family members, and she doesn't even sell hair. She was selling something else. But it was kind of funny because I asked her, I'm like, hey, how's your business going? And she just had launched it. And she's like, oh, I haven't, nothing's happened. And I'm like, okay, where did you advertise it? I asked a few questions. She's like, I don't know. I didn't advertise. I kind of just thought if you made your service available or your products available, people are going to come to you. And that's a big common misconception. If you haven't watched my video last week about hair business misconceptions, then definitely take that out. But it does take time. So that's why I strongly recommend drop shipping too. Drop shipping can definitely help you get your feet wet, because a lot of people that drop ship, they'll tell you, it takes time to be able to build up the skill, the formula, and the the reputable brand for people to want to do business with you. It's not just an overnight process where you create your website and you start getting orders. Even if your website looks phenomenal, I have seen some great websites, even if your pricing is phenomenal to you or to, all of your friends and family, even if, the hair that you're selling is great quality, it's still going to take some time for people to learn who you are. And so I just want to put that out there, that drop shipping still is a good option, which is offered through Bad Chick Hair as well. Don't feel like you just have to put money into it that you don't have. Like I said, my goal would be to see everyone, start drop shipping, and then eventually work their way up to purchasing in bulk. That would be my goal. But everyone has a different plan for their business. So like I said, there's people that are just strong advocates of drop shipping and they don't want to deal with inventory, period, whether they have a lot of orders or not. And there's people that are like, hey, I'm starting off here because of this, but eventually I'm going to work my way up to this. But just know that, you know, I just don't want anyone to feel bad. Just know that a lot of things take patience and they take time, especially if you're buying inventory. It's not, you know, a lot of people aren't just going to take their whole check and put it on hair. And I wouldn't recommend anyone to do that if you have other, you know, monthly obligations and you're not able to afford it. So put together a plan. If you do have questions or if you need some more insight, like, hey, you know, I want to have a full house of inventory by this date, and I want to make sure that, you know, I'm ready to launch by this date, or I'm wanting, you know, make sure that you reach out to me. Even if you want like a one-on-one personalized business consultation, that is a service that I offer. It's right through my website as well, and the links are always below. So just reach out. We can kind of have a conversation. Majority of the time, the conversation is via email. Just works better for my schedule, and it works better for a lot of people that I work with as well. So, you know, reach out, ask questions, and let me know what I can help with. The bottom line is, don't be hesitant to ask any questions, and also don't be hesitant to plan. Actually make a plan and think through the plan, because there's, you know, I just want to put this out there. There's really no such thing as a dumb question, and there's really no such thing as over preparing. Only, you know, I'll take that back. The only time I think that you're over preparing is if you're if you have the tendency to, you know, procrastinate with the over preparation. So if you're someone that's like, hey, I need to get this done, but you know, your habit is to prolong the process because you're nervous about getting it done, or maybe you feel like, you know, it's not going to be done, or whatever the case may be, you know, then that could be a problem. But, you know, never underestimate making a plan. You don't have to have a lot of money to start a business. You don't have to be very well known on social media to start a business. You can start someplace and build. That's the whole purpose of going through your journey and of actually building, you know, to figure out what avenue is going to work best for you, to figure out what you learn, to help others, you know. That's the whole purpose. So yeah, just to sum the video up again, if it was up to me, if it was me personally, I would not go ahead and purchase one bundle per pay period. I would take that money that I was going to use to purchase the bundle, put it into a separate account, save it up. I would already have a plan as to how much I'm looking at getting for my inventory, and then I would make one large lump purchase, or large wholesale purchase, once all my funds were together. You don't have to wait until you have inventory to jump into the hair business either. So while you're saving up for your inventory purchase, you can still be doing drop shipping. Drop shipping is not a monthly fee. It is only $50 every quarter, which is every 3 months. So there's a lot of people that drop ship and then convert or transition over to wholesale when they are ready. So if you have any questions, like always, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.